So the federal government is considering arming Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, operatives with firearms to curtail the excesses of road users in Nigeria, according to their chairman, Akinfolarin Mayowa. He said the 1992 Act of FRSC allowed the Corps to carry guns. Also, the implementation had become necessary to ensure laws were obeyed and allowed the FRSC function effectively. Now, what are your general thoughts on this?
I don't agree with carrying firearms. I don't think we need to increase the number of firearms within our society. We already have enough. When we carry out research and we go around the world, we should look for countries where every security apparatus carries firearms. It doesn't really reduce crime. It doesn't curb the number of killings that take place. And countries that have been able to really reduce crime rates are countries that do not emphasize on weapons, but emphasize on the psychology of the people and try to meet the needs of the people. I am also a driver, and I drive across state borders, and I see security operatives that want to stop a car and raise a gun. That is not the way you treat human beings. You don't raise your gun and point at a vehicle to make the vehicle stop. What you should do is to create such high demand and regard for the Corps, for the police, for all security apparatus, that the moment a security apparatus an official raise their hands, the vehicles will stop. It is not by guns. Guns will not make the person stop, because there are cases of misfiring of bullets. So I don't support putting more guns outside.
For me, the issue we should go to the root of the issue itself. The way this agency and their personnel have comported themselves over time, so that they lost the respect of the people. So if you face your work, people will eventually know that you're there for that duty and respect it over time. If, for instance, the way they've deployed technology in Lagos now was one of the methods that they used to pick up errant drivers. So when the person is escaping, the CCTV picks up their number plate, or you snap their number plate because they refuse to stop and you let them go, you pick them up, send them the fines that you should send to them, it will be better. I took a plate number of somebody who hit my car and ran away once. I sent it to the agency. The car number, the person was picked out all the way in Kano. And I was giving the name, numbers, and everything to use to reach this person. And I was threatening a court action, and I got resolution. But if they didn't do the proper PR, so that I would trust them, I probably would do the same thing. Every time this agency now stops me, I park carefully. Any security agent that stops me, I slow down and park clearly. But the way they used to stop. So you're parked wrongly. You're even exposed to, accidents.
Yes.
They should, their personnel. And I've seen some of them, even with all the effort that they've made over the years. I see some. In fact, the one I mentioned on the coronavirus, you want to give me coronavirus now, with the carry episode, in front of us here. Their office here, in front of us at Tollgate here. So we know that they have to up their game on training of their personnel. But gun carrying, with what we've experienced with it over the years, it should be a last resort.
If we have unruly and disobedient drivers in the country, it starts with what are the qualities of drivers? How do they become drivers? What are the processes? Every driver is registered. We all get phone text messages every time our document is about to expire. So they have our details. Let them use technology and use psychology to deal with people.
What got us to this point of distrust is that when I know that this officer is simply placing a crime on me, or when an officer is in charge of a particular road and is ignoring truck drivers, I don't know how we got here, but on my side of town, we see it. There's a obvious truck drivers or an association of truck drivers abusing traffic to get to tank farms, and you're not picking them, but any car behind them is being picked. You'll be wondering, are you people blind off at them at the same time? So that car that person will stand and be disrespectful to that agency, or you stop a car, the person is obedient and parked, and you're taking extorting money from the next person.
The first way to solve the issue of police brutality is to have body cams on all the police officers. We've seen how that worked in developed countries, and to allow anybody being stopped to record the process. If you have nothing, if the police really want to be transparent, let citizens record the entire interaction with any police officer, so that I have video evidence that you want to ask me to be bribed. If you want to ask for my documentation, let me record it and I'll answer you. That recording process is enough to restore trust.